Good morning, traders. It's Friday, April 21st, and I have just taken a long position here. And this trade was called out in advance before it would ever happen within my charting service. And there's going to be a pretty tight stop on this. I'll be right back. Okay, it's an 11 tick stop here at 50.52. And this trade has I'm using the breakout technique on this trade, which means that it's mathematically almost guaranteed to go up. The only way it wouldn't work is if I had the trade wrong to begin with. But assuming I have the trade right, this trade's going to work. But now I'd like to point out to you, what does it look like it's going to do? Big red line coming down, another red line coming down, this one coming down here on the 10-minute. Doesn't it look like it's going to continue to go down to you? I mean, if you're a trader, wouldn't you think this is going to go down? It went down, made a low, went back up, chopped up, coming back down, coming back down. Doesn't it look like it's going to go drop out? And yet it's not. It's going to go up. And the reason why I know that is because I know the codes, and I'm tracking the codes. So anyway, I'm not going to go for 40 ticks on this particular trade, though. I am going to go for just 30 ticks. Let's take it down to 93. And we'll just take it for 30 ticks on this trade. This is one of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades. I called out 5 different trades within my charting service. This is the first one. I don't usually take this particular trade because I'm not usually back in time by this time, but I didn't go anywhere today, so I figured I'd go ahead and take it. It's Friday now, so I am going to be working really hard this weekend to get the signals and the funds set up on the website and put it onto YouTube and let everybody know about it, and start offering the signals to all of you who are interested, and the fund, of course, for all of you who are interested. And I look forward to trading the fund and doing the best I can to make as much money as I can for myself and for all of my investors who want me to make money for them. Anyway, I will come back and show you the progression, or at least the outcome of this trade. I just wanted to come on camera here again really quick. Look how it's looking like to go down again. You know, all of this has been programmed, and since it's being controlled by a computer, they don't use the news or frontmen like analysts and Jim Cramer, things like that, to fool people. They just use the computer to fool people. They programmed it that way. If this were really trading like stocks, they use frontmen like Jim Cramer and other such people, analysts, to fool you on which direction it's going to go, telling you to buy, then it goes down, telling you to sell, then it goes up. You know, they make money off of people that way. But this way they do this is to fool people by the programming, and they make money from people that way. So anyway, I just wanted to show it to you how it looks like it's going to go down again, and it's not. It's going to go up, and I know that mathematically. And I'm also using the breakout technique here, so it's 100% going to go up. It's just a question of how far will it go up. That I can't say for sure, but I can say that it will go up. I'm going to try to get 30 ticks out of it. Maybe I can, maybe I can't. I'm not sure, but anyway, I've got 4 more trades to take. So anyway, I will come back. It's starting to move up here a little bit. It moved all the way up here to 50.75, and just playing around, playing a little game, going up and down. You know, not letting people know its true direction, where it's going to go. But if you know the codes, especially if you know the code 2, and if you're tracking it like I am every day within my charting service, then you know that it's, you know, going to keep going up. How high up, I don't know. I don't know if it'll hit the 30 ticks or not. It may come close but not quite hit it. It may go 40 ticks, may go 50 ticks. I really can't say on this particular code, but 30 ticks is a good target to go for. But if it comes really close and doesn't quite hit it, I'll take, 25 ticks, 20 ticks. I'll just take something off of it. This is not the main trade here. I have 4 more trades though, and they're all good. So anyway, I'll come back. Okay, it's getting closer to the exit here. By the way, the exit's up here at 93, which takes it higher. The top of the 10-minute is, which goes all the way back to the previous day. Here's April 21st right here. It goes that my exit is even higher than the top. I mean, as a trader, you would think, well, what reason would you have to believe that it would go higher than there? I mean, why not just bounce back off of there and come back down and maybe come all the way down, or maybe go up and down in the range or whatever? I mean, there'd be no logical reason to think it's going to go up and break there. But the code indicates that, as a general rule, it will go up there, because the code itself is good for a certain amount of ticks every day. For instance, yesterday, this particular code was good for 80 ticks. I'm only going for 30. Now, yesterday was, a little bit more of a fluke. It's usually only good for like about 60 ticks, something like that. So even 30 ticks is 30 ticks isn't that much compared to what it's been good for. But here's the thing. Let's go take a look at the daily. You can see I called oil to go down today. And just because it's moving up right now does not mean it's not going to go down. It just means it's popping up a bit, which I also called for. So it's using this particular code to go up with, and then later it'll turn around and go down. And when it turns around and goes down, the computer program will tell me, give me some tells that it's going to do that. And then I'm going to jump in and go short. Now, is it 100% guaranteed that it'll turn around and come back down? No. It could go up and keep going up. That is certainly a mathematical possibility. But if it does, the computer will tell me that. It will tell me it's going to go up and continue to go up. So I won't do what I think it's going to do, even though I do think it will turn around and go down, but I could be wrong. I will do exactly what the computer tells me to do. That's how you see me get trade after trade after trade right. Not because I do what I think it's going to do. Because I'm just a person. I'm often wrong, just like any trader is. But the math behind the computer is not wrong. It's 100% mathematically right. The only question is do you have the code right? And that's why people pay me every month, because I'm pretty good at tracking the code. I know how it works, and and so a lot of people do pay me every month to track the code for them. Anyway, I will be back to show you the progression and, of course, the outcome of this trade. But anyway, signals are on the way, everyone. I know a lot of you are struggling at this, and I'm really sorry about that. I've done everything I could do to teach what I know, So, but I know some of you are just still struggling, because trading is not an easy game. It really isn't. So you need somebody like me to help you along and to help you make money and get your account ahead and everything like that. So help is coming, help is on the way, and it's my pleasure to be able to help you at this. Anyway, I will come back. Okay, almost there. Just shot up past, and there we go. Okay, so I'm out for the first trade for 30 ticks. I really don't know how high it will go. See, let me go back to this again. Let's say that I'm right, okay, and that it's going to turn around and come back down. Going for a big trade, like let's say, 50, 60 ticks would be risky, because because you're going against the way that I think it will go. Now, maybe I'm wrong and it's just going to keep on going up. That's mathematically possible. But what's the math on that? Oh, I would say the math is roughly 80% is going to go down, 20% is going to go up. That's what I perceive the math to be. So therefore, I would not want to risk 80% to 20% for a higher trade, for more profit. I wouldn't want to do that. That's not just a good thing to do, to go against the mathematics. I always play the mathematics no matter what. Sometimes I'm wrong, but I still always play the mathematics and never kick myself when I'm wrong. So anyway, I was just trying to, for you code traders out there, for you traders out there in general, you got to learn to think like this. And so anyway, I've got a second trade that I called within my charting service. I am going to take that trade. And what I'm really looking for now is a rollover code to roll back over and go back the other way. It may go up another 30, 40 ticks before it does that. I do not know. But whenever it rolls over and comes back down, I'm going to be trying to catch it with one of the codes and try to hit a nice trade off of that one. Hit like 40 ticks off of that one, maybe even more. Depends how much it starts moving. Anyway, I will come back after I've taken another trade. Okay, I've got another code trade here. This trade was called out in advance before it would ever happen within my charting service. Let me set the stop, and I'm going to go for 40 ticks on this trade. Come right back. Okay, as you can see, I have taken a short position as it dropped down right there. And normally, many times you see me go the opposite direction. And, because many times it's going to do that. But on this particular one, the code is indicating that it's going to continue to go down. And we have a beautiful looking daily here, starting off going in the red, broke below the low, and now I'm looking for it to continue to come down. And the code is supporting that as well. Let's see here, and it's a possibility that it could pop back up, come hit my stop, because I'm not using a breakout technique on this particular one, but I just have the math in my favor. I got the daily in my favor. I've got the direction I called out prior to this ever even happening in my favor, and I've got what looks to be a good code here. The keys, for those of you code traders, the keys are running good here today so far, so I'm taking it off the key. Anyway, I will come back and show you the progression, of course the outcome of this trade, but I'm going to go for 40 ticks, taking it down to 50.06, and I have got a 21 tick stop on it. I had to do it. I didn't have a choice. This thing really dropped out really hard right there, and nothing I can do. The code does tell you exactly where to place the stop, so there's no guesswork involved with that. None whatsoever. You know exactly, down to the tick, where to place the stop. Anyway, I'll come back. Starting to move down here. Not out of the woods yet, though. There is a mathematical possibility that it would pop back up again. And, but, like I say, for those code traders out there, you understand the code, the key is running good, so I'm taking it off the key. So, there's a good chance that it'll be good then, especially when the daily looks like that. Looks perfect, looks beautiful. And it's doing exactly as I said. By the way, I said it was going to go down this day, I said it was going to go down this day, I said it was going to go down this day. Vice versa, I said it was going to go up, up, up. I mean, I get most all of the days right. And I know the code as well. So, for those of you interested in investing in the fund and have me trade your money for you, if we do go to war, or war breaks out in the world somewhere, some major war, Russia, China, Europe, Middle East, United States, etc., oil should move a lot. You'd be surprised how much oil can move. In fact, when I first started trading oil, back in 2008, 2009, it was moving 1,000 ticks a day. That was its range, 1,000 ticks a day. I mean, this thing was a monster. And in fact, one day it moved 2,800. Is that right? Yeah, 2,800 ticks in one day. $28 in one day it moved. And so oil can really, really, really move big. And if it does move anything like that, or even half that much, at 500 ticks a day, I will be able to take the fund and literally make millions of dollars with it very quickly, very easily. And I won't just be trading oil either. I'll be trading many different instruments, opportunities all over the world to make money from. Shorting, going long, everything, you name it. But definitely if oil picks up, I'll be able to make a literal fortune with oil. Because I know the codes. I know which direction this thing's going to go all the time. And instead of hitting, 30, 40 ticks, I'll be able to hit 200, 300 ticks, 400 ticks per trade. It's insane. It's nothing like it. And of course, I trade fairly large on the fund. Depending upon how big the fund is, I'll trade pretty large on it. Anyway, I will come back and show you the progression and or the outcome of this trade. So I'll come back. And by the way, see it popping back up here? It's completely normal. Completely 100% normal for it to do that. Now, it may pop back up and then go back the other way for a bit. It is definitely possible. But like I said before, play the mathematics and don't be afraid to trade. Don't be afraid to lose. Don't be afraid to win. And, I would have liked it if my stop wasn't so big. It would have been nice. But sometimes you just can't help it. And, I jumped in mathematically, and I got the math on my side. So I'm playing it. I'm in. I'll come back. I have a code 1 entry here. Hasn't given the signal yet, but if it goes long, I'm going to go ahead and jump out, and I'll retake another entry again. Because if it goes long, there's a pretty decent chance that it will go up instead of going down. If it's going to go down, it should give a code 1 entry to go down, not up. So I'm still waiting for that to happen. See if it will give a signal to go down, or it'll give a signal to go up. Anyway, I'll come back. See, this is just a way, let's say it gives a long entry. It's just a way for me to limit my loss. I can always jump back in. Think like a trader. Always jump back in. I'm playing the code 2, but I'm also playing code 1 entries here. And I'm trying to find the code 2, trying to get in the right side on the code 2. So, right now I'm playing the key, but I'm about to play the special as well. If it goes the opposite direction, I'll get back out. I'm not going to take a long entry though. I'm only going to get out and limit my loss. It looks like it's gonna, okay, it's going short here. Code 1 entry going short. That's what I wanted to see. Now I'm gonna hold it. Should go down. And might even make a nice drop here. Oil's moving pretty decent here right now. Anyway, I'll come back. Okay, I just jumped out there for a relatively small loss. It looks like it's going to pop up here. Pop back up. I don't know how high it's gonna go. I think it's going to pop up. It's basically doing a repeat of what it's been doing this week. It's going to pop up into the next code, and then it's going to roll over and go back down. So I'm going to wait for it to pop up, and when it does, I will take the short position. Right, assuming that it tells me to go short. Right now it's neutral right now. The code is neutral. I can't tell for sure if it's going to go long or going to go short right here. I can't really tell. I could use the breakout technique if I wanted to, but it's moving here pretty good, so that breakout technique is going to be kind of a large stop, and I don't really want to take that big of a stop. So I'm going to wait for the next trade to come, It should be developing here pretty, hopefully not too long. And when it does, I will take that trade and come back. Okay, I've taken a long position here. This is using a code 1 entry into a code 2 trade. And stop's going to be real small. Let me set it. I'll be right back. Okay, stop set at 42. That's an 8-tick stop. And this is a code 1 entry, precision level entry into a code 2 trade. Trying to find a code 2 here. I think we may have bottomed here and it's going to pop back up now. If not, this will be a short little small loss, and I probably just let this one go. I don't want to take another trade off of this particular code if this doesn't work. I'll wait for another one. I got 3. This was the second one. I got the third one, and a fourth one. I probably won't just take any more than that. It's going to be too late for me. Anyway, there's no trading like code trading, ladies and gentlemen. You are witnessing the most incredible trading system in the world. Anyway, I'll come back. I accidentally just got out of that trade. I was trying to move the exit down to 25 ticks, and then it recentered itself, and I accidentally set it for right where it was, and it got me out immediately. So, oh well. I was trying to set it for, I think it was like, I don't remember now. I originally had it way up here, and I was going to try to set it down to like 75, I think it was. And then it, what I did is I went up here to go grab it. And then when I was grabbing it, it reset itself in the middle. And then I put it right down here and let it go right when it did it. And it was already that price right there, And then it got me out immediately as soon as I set it, because it's a limit order. And boom, I'm out. Oh well, messed that trade up. Okay, I will come back. I'm going to take another trade, a trade called out in my charting service before it would ever even happen. I am looking for a rollover and short entry and continuation for the daily to go down. I'll come back. Okay, got a short position here. It's doing exactly what I wanted it to do, given a short entry off of the trade I called out. I am, for you code traders out there, I'm using the key. We'll see if this one's good. Stop's going to be pretty small. Let me go ahead and set it. Alright, you see, that's pretty small. And at 47, that's a 6-tick stop, or a 40-tick winner. Not too bad, math. And we'll see if this one's good. Daily looks beautiful. Looks very good for it to come down here. No guarantees, but gotta play the mathematics. And gotta play the code. If this one gets hit, I'll probably use a breakout technique on it. I think it'd be pretty safe to use a breakout technique at this point, if it does pop back up and go hit. Because I don't know for sure that it'll go down yet. It may pop back up and then later go down off of the next trade that I called, which would be the fourth trade. And it may very well do that. And if it does, no big deal. Just take another trade, but I'll be able to hit 40 ticks off that trade. So, anyway, just showing you how this is done. You gotta reduce this down to a game of math, not a game of emotion. You start playing emotionally with this, and you're gonna get slaughtered. And that's what too many of you are doing. And that's why you're getting slaughtered. So, don't want you to lose your money. I'm gonna help you, and you can make money with me, through me. Okay? Alright, I'll come back. Looks like it's getting ready to go for the break here. Finally starting to move down. And maybe it's going to play around for a little bit more. Anyway, do I have a breakout yet? Let me take it. No, I don't yet. Don't have a breakout. Don't have a mathematical confirmation yet on this thing going down yet. I think it will, but could be wrong. Got a tight stop just in case I am wrong. If I get a mathematical confirmation, I will come back and let you know, and of course show you the trade. By the way, I'm just gonna go for, oh wait a second, 30 ticks. Hang on a second, let me go check the charting service to see what this is doing. Okay, I've got this particular trade set for 25 ticks. I'm taking it down to 50.22. There's actually a reason for that, and this particular code wasn't good for very much yesterday. It's only good for 35 ticks, so it's a little bit risky. What's likely to happen is it's going to move down, and then it's going to pop back up again and give another short entry. And what I would like to do is get out for a profit, and then when it pops back up, take another short and take another nice little 25 tick profit. Just, milking it, milking the market. And you can do that, you can do that. You can learn how to do that. You play these codes like a fiddle, like a maestro, and do really super well. Anyway, I'm taking it down to 22. I'm looking to get out, and I'll re-enter on the next trade that I called out within my charting service. I'll come back. Okay, I have decided to go ahead and exit this trade because this is classic right here. There's a good chance it's going to pop back up somewhere around to this area and then come on back down. It could be wrong, but today is, for you code traders out there, especially my charting members, you heard me talk about this. Friday is typically a choppy day. It's been typically lately a tight day. So on tight, choppy days, like it could be today. Actually, it hasn't really been all that choppy, to be honest with you. It doesn't really look all that bad at all. But it might get choppy here. And I also have 2 more trades to take if I want. I'm going to take one more. It's called the Friday entry that I called in my charting service, and it's basically the main trade for today. So all the other trades were just small trades. This one's going to be the main trade. It has the highest mathematics on it and everything. So, and I'm going to go for 30 ticks on that trade. Should be able to get it no problem. High mathematics, and I'll be done for the day. Anyway, signals are coming, and a fund is coming. I know a lot of you are interested in the fund, so you can have me trade your money for you. I'll make a good percentage for you. I'm going to guarantee like 20% a year, but I'm probably going to make you more like 100%, 200% a year. Just depends on how. The larger the fund gets, the less the percentage I can make. But the fund gets millions in dollars. It's harder to make that more money with that. The percentage goes down a bit. But when it starts off small, a couple $100,000 or something, it's easy to make a high percentage on that money. Anyway, I will come back, take another trade. I should have stayed in the trade short. Would have had a good trade there. Anyway, what's most likely going to happen now is that the next trade that I take is going to be a long entry. Most likely. Not 100% for sure, but most likely it'll be a long entry, and then it'll pop back up some. And what it'll do on the daily is it will create a line going back up, sort of like that, where it creates a line going back up. Or let's see, sort of like that, where it creates a line going back up. Most likely. Not 100% for sure, but most likely it will. Anyway, I will come back and I will take the next trade. This can be my final trade for the day. And should be able to hit another I don't know, I'll go for 25 ticks. Make it easy. Anyway, I'll come back once I've taken the trade. Okay, I have got a long position here. Made a really nice move down, as you can see. Should have held the trade going short. Actually, I had two of them going short, and I should have held both of them. Or just held the first one. And this one's going to go up here, just like I called, that it would go back up again off of the other trade that I called out. But just to be sure, I'm going to set the stop. It's going to be a pretty tight stop. Be right back. Okay, 91 on the stop here. It's getting close to it already. But gotta play it, you know. Anyway, I'll come back. Okay, that trade got hit there. I'm going to take another entry. I can use a code 1 entry on this one, or I could use the breakout technique. Either one. I will come back and take another entry. Okay, I have got a long position here. This one should go up. However, just in case it doesn't, I am going to set the stop. Be right back. Okay, I got a larger stop than I anticipated there. 15 tick stop, but nothing I can do about that. The one thing I do like about today, though, is it's really starting to open up here. The market is starting to open up. This is really starting to look good now to me. And also, for a Friday like this, lately, Fridays have been really tight, really choppy. And now we don't have a choppy market on Friday, and it's not tight. This is really starting to look good here. This bodes well for the market starting to open up now and start to get good again, because the oil market's been very tight lately. And anyway, a few days do not make a pattern. We want to see next week open up as well. If it does, we're going to be able to hit bigger trades here. And like I said before, if war breaks out, oil should really move. We're going to be able to make a lot of money from oil. So I hope that, I mean, I don't hope for war, but, you know, will certainly take advantage of the oil market. If an opportunity comes to make a lot of money, I'm going to take advantage of it for sure. Anyway, let me readjust the exit here. I'm only going to put it for 25 ticks on this trade. Just 25 ticks, and I'll be all done for today. Okay, I've got the exit set for 49.85 for 25 ticks. Should be able to make it. Yesterday it was only good for, this particular one was only good for 20 ticks. However, this is what I call a Friday entry. And this is going to be a pretty good trade here. What it's going to do is going to pop back up a bit. And what it will do is, like I said earlier, it'll make a line here, sort of like that, a line like that, coming back up off the low. Maybe make a bigger one, since it was a bigger move down, maybe make a bigger line like this one, something like that. So should be able to hit 25 ticks as it comes back up. Anyway, I will come back and show it to you. But isn't it amazing though? I mean, when you know the codes, and especially you know the code 2, you can just, within a certain buffer range, you know, a certain amount you're going to get wrong and everything like that, you can play this market and know which direction it's going to go. I mean, that is absolutely unbelievably amazing. It really is. And anyway, I'll come back. By the way, for you charting members out there, go log in, go take a look at the chart for yesterday and for Thursday, and you'll notice it's doing the same exact thing that it did on Thursday. You know, that's one way you can use the charting, is to look and see what it did the previous day, and watch how it will do the same thing on the next day. It's not just the codes that are the same, it's also the movement too. And so there's many ways you can use the charting to your advantage. And that's why charting it out every day and having a record to go back and look at is very, very effective and works really super well. Now, I wouldn't be able to have this kind of accuracy that you're seeing me have if I wasn't doing the charting. If you're going to trade code 2, you must chart it out yourself or have me do it for you. Anyway, I'll come back. Okay, it's almost there. Okay, there it goes. Alright, so I am all done for this evening. It is now 10:52 p.m. Friday night here in Thailand. Beautiful, wonderful, amazing Thailand. Anyway, I'm all done. As you can see, by the use of the codes, you can do very well in your trading. I could have hit a bigger trade coming down and I got out. I made a mistake. Everybody makes mistakes, including me. But even with that mistake, I'm still able to capitalize on the market over and over and over again. And so you can learn to do the same, and many people do, but just as many people, maybe even more, I'm not sure, I honestly don't know, don't learn how to do it. They just struggle at their trading. And so therefore I am going to come out with the signals for those of you who want it, and for those of you who just don't have time to trade but you want to put your money to work. I'm starting a fund. I'm going to be working really hard at trading, using my skills to make a lot of money at trading, and I'll be able to make some good money for you as well. So anyway, I am going to go. I hope that you code traders out there are hitting these trades, especially my charting members. You should be hitting them. And I will see you next week, and I hope that you have a great weekend. And I'll have the signals set up this weekend. I should be able to have them, unless I have experienced some kind of problem. It may be a delay of a couple days, but they're going to be up very, very soon. Ready to go, and so will the fun. Okay, I'm going to go. Have a great weekend, everyone. Happy trading out there.